Hopefully people start coming in. I gotta go and do some things to set up. I wanted to be in quick. Um, let's see. Why isn't it showing yet? Um, yeah, man. Dodgers win. That's a good thing. They sweep the mini sweep. We'll take it. We take what we can get. Mike Salas should be joining soon. Waiting for him. I don't see him yet, but let's hope he gets in. I'm just getting some of my hashtags all set up. Hope everyone's well. I don't know if anyone caught a few of you caught my show earlier. Where did I leave my phone? Got my boy hitting me up with some things. Oh, geez, this is terrible. Huh. Roki looked good, didn't he? It was good. I thought he was very freak out. He looked like he was hyperventilating there at the beginning. It was like, whoa, dude, you all right? You all right? He's all right. Kids are all right. And Roki Sasaki looked good. That's kind of things that matter. Get my monetization on, customization on. Subscribers, you got to wait 5 minutes. Still working on some stuff. I got to get my hashtags in there. All the fun stuff. Yeah, I'm just happy to escape the 8th inning again. But, so people I know are going to go, well, Sheehan sucks. We should get rid of him. No. So pitching and relief is different. And that's just kind of the way it is sometimes is you just got to get at it. And it's just a different vibe. Just a different vibe. So I'll be hot. I'll be in a minute. Just trying to get things going here. There we go. Saving. Let's see. Get Rumble going here. So, but the good news is that they win. Now they go to Philadelphia. This is where it gets tough. And shout out to Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the amazing start. But hey, Mookie Betts, 4 hits. Right on. Right on. So good to see that. And good to see that Teo kind of redeemed himself there. I know it's like, it just is what it is. And the Dodgers picked him up. I'm glad to see that. We want to, things happen on the ball field. If some of you used to play, just remember, baseball is hard, super hard. But hey, we got to be fired up about Roki though, huh? Yeah, you got my son. Just Roki looked awesome. So I hope everyone's good. I know you're better now that the game is over. Thank goodness. Live stream's going here. Oh, let's see. Talking here. And Mr. John Rod is first in the house, and Sasaki we trust. Nando 390, winner of the Dodgers Phillies series, will win the World Series. I think you're right. Unless they just kill each other over it, like the Dodgers and Giants did in 2021. Oh, Dan was first. Dan was first. It was good to see Roki come in. At least it was a 4-run lead. Give him a chance. He's throwing, 100 to 101. He's got the split now working. The Dodgers fixed him. It took a while. But something was impinging or something like that. They're able to find 3 or 4 miles an hour. So where's Mike? Where is Mike? Hope it comes in. Let me text him real quick. Come on in. I know there's a bunch of other shows going on. I appreciate anyone who's coming out and hanging out with me. And Mike will be on soon. Say Aeronetic, you got it right. A lot of guys haven't seen this guy before, and now he comes out of the bull. Well, no one in none of these teams that we're playing right now have seen him like this. So that's where we got to be kind of fired up. Let's see. Oh, Mike had to start his computer. So he'll be in soon. I'm gonna go look at the box score real quick here. Box score, Doyers. Where is it? Let's see. That's what you all need. Thank you to Petros and Money's old show, or I probably still do. I just don't get them in LA. But offensively, Mookie Betts 4 for 5, 3 RBIs, 3 doubles. Teo had only 1 hit, 2 RBIs. He had the big error, but he did make up for it. Muncy 1 for 3. Kiki Hernandez 2 for 5. He had an error. That was kind of weird. Miggy Rowe, 2 for 5 or 2 for 4. Ben Rortvet, 2 for 3. Guys taking care of business. That's where it's at. So, man, good stuff. And let's go to the bull. Let's go. So Yamamoto, 6.2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 0 earned, 2 walks, 9 Ks. Ace. Trinan came in, looked good. Got his 1 batter out. That was good to see. Sheehan looked like poo, no doubt. And I just think, first of all, where was the mound visit? Why the heck did they just leave him out there to die? After that third batter, you got to get someone out because he was just missing so much. I would after those, he had a 2-0 count like on the third batter. He's missing way outside. Why the heck aren't you out there? Send someone out there. Vesia finally figured it out, got it going, which is good. And Roki just dang. Yeah, it's a BFD. It is a BFD. Love it. Big flipping deal. Come on. All right, what do we got going on? Easy chat and Tim we trust. Thank you. Hey, Craig, what's up? Yeah, they poured it on. Yeah, I know they're still. I just don't have a chance. They just don't come in anymore. 2 local police chases to cover the life. Oh, I love Petros and Money. I met them a few years ago. In fact, I got one of a video of Petros going to Doyer. Who'd have thought Rortvet would be the biggest trade deadline acquisition? No kidding, Nando. What if you remember during the trade deadline? I said, don't be surprised if they trade for a veteran catcher. And I thought, and if you recall, it was like someone that can handle pitchers, but also can hit. Because remember at the time, Dalton wasn't hitting and all that. And who knew that Ben Rortvet would be that guy? I just thought, hey, this is just a quad A guy. Cameras work on the old. Okay, let me. I gotta send something to my man Mike. Let's see. Where's Mike? Let's see if he gets that. Come on. All right. Hopefully Mike will get that. So it's coming. I just sent it to you, Mike. It's just, I don't take any team lightly. I just don't. Let's see. What does Boob have? So we got 3 games tomorrow, but the Dodgers ain't won. I do think the winner of the Cubs Padres is going to be in the championship in the NLCS. Defense still a problem. Man, a little sloppy out there, huh? A little sloppy. Yeah, got to avenge 0809. I think the Phillies are really good. I still think the Dodgers are a better team. It's just, man, they can't be blowing their bullpen out. Or blowing their bullpen out, just their bullpen blowing. Oh, Vincent Pario's now on Dodger beat. Dang. Looks like he cleaned up his beard. Let's see who else we got. No, I'm just seeing who else is on. because we all are friends, and dang, I wonder if Vince is normal with them now. Um, I should get him on my show. I like Vince. Vince is a good dude. I hate what happened with Jeff and Vince. Um, let's see. Oh wait, I gotta make sure I can see. Where'd my screen go? There it is. Still not a. Um, let's see. So I'm going to pull up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go pull up my spreadsheet. So look, just to focus on the starting pitching. I think that is the concern for me. I still, I know Yamamoto won today. I think is wonderful, but I would have gone with Shohei today, um, because I want Yamamoto to start 2 games against Philadelphia. Walks, yeah, Craig, absolutely. Those walks are torturous. Torturous. Let me throw some share my screen. Oh man, I just got hungry. That kind of sucks. All right, so it's this column now. So I got Ohtani, Snell, Yamamoto, Glass, and Ohtani again. So Ohtani would have to be able to go with 7 days rest. I think he can do it. But hopefully they don't get that far. Hopefully they just freaking knock this thing out and they win this thing in 3 games instead of 4 or 5. It'll be tough though. So yeah, I would have, and it's only because Ohtani, they seem to really like to give him extra rest, and so that's what I'm concerned about. If you comprende me, but yeah, the walks. Gosh, I think they got to get the guys got to get their butts out there, the coaches. So this one is no good anymore. And I'll just redo these later. So right now, Snell Yamamoto, this is done. And now we focus on, okay, Ohtani, then Snell should be able to go. He went yesterday. Yeah, that's a good rest for him. Ohtani, you get 7-day rest. Yamamoto, 7-day rest. That's pretty good. Everyone's will be well rested. That's what's important. Everyone's getting a minimum of 7 days rest, which is great, from the starters. I'm not worried about Sheehan yet. It's a different bird to be doing stuff with the bullpen. It just is. It just is. Let's see. Youngie, hey man. Exactly. See, good to have you back, Young. Dodgers did not experiment Emmett during regular season, which should have. And I think what you mean is, with the oh wait, I'm on the wrong. Ah man, let me get my chat up so I can post it on the on here. Let's see. See, this is right. They did not experiment with that. And so that it's different. And I can't believe they didn't do that. They instead just did the 1 inning. And I think you got to do better than that. You know? You knew? No name hates Philly. Yep. How nervous was I? You know what? Hey, any games there, I got to be honest with you. I had the thumbnail done in the 7th inning, ready to go. I said as soon as it's going, I'm hitting the button and going. Oh, here we go. There's Mike. Senor, no camera. Hola. Oh man, where'd he go? No audio at all, man.
Hello?
There you are.
Camera's
Right
not
on.
working again.
Man, that's all right. We're taking a look at the pitching list again. So it's got to be going in the rotation. So game 1 will be on the 4th, which is Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that'll wait. What's today? No, it's Friday. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Hold on. Today's the 1st. Okay,
Today's
never mind.
Wednesday.
I'm lost. Remember? Okay, Saturday will be Ohtani. Then they got that day off on the Sunday because MLB's afraid of the NFL. Wusses. I think it's stupid. You just go up against them. Who cares? NFL's fraud anyway. I go Snell, then Snell, and then Snell will be on a good solid 6-day rest. Ohtani will be on a huge long rest, so no problem. That's good for him. Yamamoto will be on a 7-day rest. Glasnow will be on a longer rest, and then when Ohtani comes back for Game 5, he will be on a 7-day rest also. I mean, really can't ask for much more. I still would have preferred to have Yamamoto going twice against Philly, but what the
Other
hell?
guys got to step up.
Yeah, and it's and I mean, it's not like we're going, "Oh my gosh, we're relying on Jack Flaherty." Who the Tigers, by the way, are relying on Jack Flaherty tomorrow, so I'm picking the Guardians for tomorrow. I guess for the Cubs, they're going with oh crap. I know the Padres are going with you Darvish.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I'm as people know, I'm not a Schilt fan at all. He managed a good game today. The way he pulled Cease, he pulled him at the right time. Oh, it's Tyon, Jameson Tyon, and then in jeez, man, you got a couple no names pitching. Early, he looks like he's a I think he's a reliever. The Red Sox are opening with Early, and then I gotta make sure I don't cuss here. Schlittler.
Right.
Again, another, I guess, yeah, he's a starter. Okay, rookie. Really nice season. Dang. So it's nice though that we don't have to worry about tomorrow. We could just enjoy watching other teams suffer. Hopefully, some Padre fans suffering. What are your thoughts, man? I kind of already spilled my guts. Mike. Uh-oh, lose again? Yeah, Nando, they can't do that. I agree with what you're saying, but if you put Glasnow in there as a reliever, you don't know what you're going to get. You might get an Emmett Sheehan part 2. You back yet? Craig goes to Berg. Kike is clutch. Yeah, man, you keep fading on me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Man, Boomer Tech.
No, I'm excited where the offense is at.
Yeah.
Where the
Yeah.
starting's at. I tweeted out. I go, man, that bullpen must be cursed this year. They need to go throw some holy water in there. You know,
Get down to the stadium, get her done.
man, because very uncharacteristic outing for Emmett Sheehan.
Yeah.
I just very uncharacteristic for him. But no, I'm excited for the team. I think the bullpen, like everybody in the chat and all Dodger fans, the bullpen needs to figure things out. Blake Triton looks, looked decent yesterday.
Mhm.
Roki was, he threw the hardest pitches that he's thrown since coming over to the States, reaching 101 miles an hour,
Yeah.
which was, you know, he was throwing that, in the NPB quite a bit. So he looked really good. I'm glad to see him. I still want to see, Tanner Scott and see what he has and how he's going to adjust. So no, I'm feeling good. I think it's going to be a good series against the Phillies, and I'm, I think it's going to go down to the final game.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I had when I tweeted right before Roki threw his first pitch, I thought the dude was going to have a heart attack. He was hyperventilating. It looked like he was just really breathing, and that's one of my concerns about him. It's just like, oh man, you got this for you, but the big boy came in.
Well, that Emmett Sheehan looked like that to me tonight.
Yeah. It's just they put with Sheehan, that's his first time, coming really out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
And so that's an adjustment, and they should have done that during the season instead of in the playoffs. But, hopefully this gets out of the way. I think with Sheehan, he was missing so bad. Why wasn't Mark Pryor out there like ASAP? Because he just never found it. And he missed so many times, like low and away against righties. He just had nothing, just no command at all. And his velocity was only like 95, so it's like he wasn't just doesn't have his warm up routine good enough. I don't know. Um, but it was obviously disappointing, but it is what it is. Let's see who else we had. Vesia looked a little sloppy when he first came in, and then settled down. Yeah, even the guy he struck out with that last pit,
Yeah.
he came in 1 and 2. That was outside the zone, and then he proceeded to throw 3 balls way outside the zone.
Right.
So he's not, but maybe he's dialed it in. I don't know. Like you said, Trinan, he looked good yesterday, and he did one batter today and looked good. Um, he's so important. My gosh, but yeah, I'm with you on the Tanner Scott thing. I was hoping to see him. I know, hey folks, I know, blah blah blah. We hate Tanner Scott. He sucks so bad. We ain't winning something. I don't think we win this thing without Tanner Scott, folks. We're going to need him, and we need him to be used correctly.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, without
And
a doubt.
yeah. So there's the chat. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man, Mason Miller's been he was crushing it, just bringing it. Let's see. Yeah, I know. I'm with you on this. I get it. I'm not fighting anyone about this because I see all these guys. I saw Bednar close it for the Yankees today. Mason Miller dominating for the Pods. The Cubs have had a lot of guys that they brought in and all good.
Mhm.
And we got our guy's broke. What was his name? Brock Stewart. It is what it is, but we got to win it no matter what. You know.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see. I agree. Yeah, Banda has to be in there just because he can come in and throw some strikes. I think I got to be honest. I think Edgardo's off. Um, I don't. I just Doc really kind of laid the wood out on him. Just about going in and not coming in, and he just wasn't throwing strikes at all. Because he know whatever happened with Vesia yesterday. It's just Vesia's. You know he's at least a proven guy,
Right.
and that I think he's. Yeah, I think Edgardo's not going to make the next roster. But you never know. I mean, we do expect Kirsch back and Bonda, so that's 2 more guys, and then they're going to take the question: are they going to go with 3 catchers still, or can Smith actually be one of those? Even if
I think we see Will Smith in with the Phillies,
I do
and
too.
unfortunately, I think they take rushing off, which
Mhm.
I don't really agree with. Uh,
I don't
you
think you
know
have a choice. I mean, old Benny Rose, he's done a great job. You
he
know,
has, but so what are they going to do? They're going to keep him and trade rushing next year?
no, I'm only talking playoffs. I don't give a crap about next year yet.
Uh,
I'm
uh,
only talking playoffs, man.
Well, I mean, this is going to affect the following year, and
I don't think it would. No, I don't think it has any. There. I mean, if it was that way, then Kiki Hernandez would be our starting left fielder next year. I don't.
yeah,
No, they go. Hey, y'all had 162 games to figure stuff out. This is what I think. 162 games to figure it out. And now this is what we judgments that they're making, right or wrong. But
Yeah.
I think Benny Rowe has to be in there over Dalton. I love Dalton, man. One of my favorite guys. But if it's between Benny Rowe and Dalton for the playoffs, you got to go with Benny Rowe. I value the defense right now more. They just seem really comfortable with him.
Yeah. I
Pretty good bunt.
just have different opinions on that. So
Yeah.
it's all
Let's
good.
see what else we got here. What else we got? No one's hating on anybody.
Rushing hasn't
Rushing,
been a disappointment either.
yeah, it's like that's like judging Mike Trout based on his first one, but not only anyone's I think Benny Rowe is he's got to play. So many yeah, I'm with you on this, no name. We had so many different so many outfield prospects and didn't trade a single one for a reliever. I get it. And and we know Andrew Friedman, especially after getting burnt with Tanner Scott and what's his name? Kirby Yates. I mean, he's just kind of going I'm not going to go do that, but he really should have. Um it is the weak spot still, but hopefully, if we let's, some positives, of course, we talked about Roki. That's a big positive.
Mm-hmm.
Trying being looking good again is a positive. Vesia maybe coming back around. And I'm not worried about Dryer. Um, I'm glad he got his baptism yesterday,
Yep.
and I think that matters.
I
With
you know I'm not worried about Sheehan either.
I'm not either.
He'll bounce back from this pretty strong. So it's I'm more curious on Tanner Scott than anybody to
Mhm.
see how he's going to bounce back, if he's going to bounce back, you know, if he's going to put on his big boy pants and actually throw the ball like he's supposed to.
Yeah. I just hope they don't use him. I just hope they use him the way he's supposed to be, more as a situational guy.
Hmm.
And not just going, "Oh, he's the closer," because he was never the closer. Um, so it's weird. Sheehan can't handle the pressure. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I think I think it's just a matter of he's working out of the bullpen, and fortunately, no real damage was done because they won the game. That's all that matters. Um, but still, it's a different role for him. Not everyone can adapt. What do we got here? Vesia, Sheehan, and Enriquez combined for 5 and run 1.1. That's pretty good. Say happily they left off. Does it really change the outcome? It seems like there's a contagious train of thought. Vesia and Sheehan will not be left off. I guarantee that.
No.
Oscar, I will send you $1. $1 if Vesia and Sheehan are left off. Everyone heard that.
I
Not even a bet. I will just send you $1, man. You'll just have to send me your Venmo or your Cash App, and I'll send you that dollar.
I wouldn't be surprised if Henriquez was, but
Oh, I think he's off. I think that's a done deal now.
yeah.
Um,
So next game's the 4th.
yeah,
Okay.
yep. So that's nice. They got some rest. I mean, so tomorrow's Thursday, then Friday. So I'm guessing they travel tomorrow. Fart around on the field on Friday. Play some baseball on Saturday. Oh man, those better be the top games because there's no way you could go with the Blue Jays. They're going to play either the Yankees or the Red Sox. It's the Blue Jays. No one cares. And then what is it? Brewers versus Cubbies or Padres. No one cares. And then Mariners versus what would that be? Oh wait, no, AL winner. No, 4 and 5. No, I'm wrong. 3 and 6 would be Tigers, Guardians. No one cares about it. Everyone. So they get ready for the 6:08 game.
Hmm.
Well, no. I thought I saw it. It actually will be at 3 our time because it's East. They'll do it 6:08.
Right.
Oh, Showtime. Well, we're not ignoring you. We just have to get our thoughts together when we talk about it. Let's see.
I agree with Craig Ostertag. Rojas has been
Yeah.
better
So,
than expected. He's killing it, man. He's
so
he's
valuable.
coming to play.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
Where's this? Hold on, Pete's. I don't see something. Pete's doing content, man.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's an old Tommy Lasorda thing. Hey, everyone, go check out Dodger 2080 on Instagram when you're done. Phillies and Dodgers, and old school Tommy Lasorda and the Philly Fanatic classic. I see. This is where I'm at too with Vet and rushing. See, Showtime in LA. That's kind of where I'm at too. Um, yeah. Let's see. But hey, all in all, like you said, the offense looked really good. Mookie, gosh, what a player.
Yeah. Well, and I will kind of bag on Teoscar a little bit. That play out in right field, he should have caught that ball.
Yeah,
We shouldn't have
absolutely.
got those 2 runs,
Yeah,
that was there. So,
and that cost Yosh about 15 pitches.
yeah. Mhm.
So that was another 3 outs. Yeah. It's Showtime LA is owning his thing. We gotta let him own this, but, you know, Rojas sent to the moon for Freeland. Hey, at the beginning of the season, I think Rojas was in trouble,
Yeah.
and he played his butt off, and he's played really well. Um, it's good to get Tommy Tanks off his ankle. I remember when he came back, they go, "We're gonna put him in center." Why would you put a guy with a bad ankle in center? And, I
True.
don't think that helped him. I don't
Well,
know.
I think Rojas kind of seen the light, once they got rid of Lux and Barnes,
Yeah.
and he's like going, "Ooh, I'm next probably because
Yeah.
I'm not doing too well just like those guys were."
Yeah.
And so he kind of stepped his game up after that.
I know. Yeah, it was great it's great to see. And, we've uh, Miggy Rose, truly a leader on the field.
Mhm.
And I think it's really good, especially, Mookie has just been amazing in the field. But, just to be that captain of a shortstop, I still think even when Miggy Rose at second, that he's the captain out there,
Oh, definitely.
you know?
Definitely.
Oh,
He sees things that Mookie doesn't see,
exactly.
standing behind the pitchers. And so he's definitely, and even, Muncy doesn't really go out and, call a timeout like Rojas did the other day, and calm the pitcher down and just, okay, I think, who was that? I think it was Snell.
Yeah.
Um, came in there, and Rojas went in there and gave him a little talking to, and he just came right back out, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, you gotta love the guy. You know what, though? I have a feeling I'm gonna be watching some pitching highlights some more tonight, especially that ninth inning. That's been a fun one. That was a fun one.
yeah.
And then, just almost any other than the first inning, any of the Yamamoto innings. Gosh, it's just almost every time now I get the text after Yamamoto pitches from my youngest going, um, "Money well spent." I mean, oh my god, you other teams gotta be going, we should have went even further.
Well, when the talk was when the Yamamoto and Sasaki, when I was with Casey and we were talking about that, I mentioned to him, I go, I'm more high on Yamamoto than I am Sasaki.
Yeah.
He's just got more stuff. He's got a better command. Yeah, he doesn't throw over 100 miles an hour, but he gets up to 97, sometimes 98.
Mhm.
But his command is just unreal when he's on.
Exactly.
His pitch mix is right there. And so
Yeah.
I've always been super high on Yamamoto. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I got both of his jerseys up on my wall right now.
Yeah, I know.
You
If
know,
only
but
we could see it.
yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, and I've said it before, I will not get tired of saying it, but Yamamoto is our Greg Maddux.
Yeah.
He's as close as we're gonna get.
Yep. Yep.
Um, and I think he only gets better because Maddux was, I'm gonna go look real quick. When did, Greg Maddux get good? Because his first few years, he sucked. He
Yeah.
was, but he was young.
Mhm.
I once, right after he retired, my youngest and I ran into him at downtown, not downtown Disney, California Adventure. Just
Mhm.
the most unathletic looking dude. But let's see. So, okay, no, he was okay. No, he did get it going pretty quick. When he first came up, he was only 20 and 20 and 21. Those were weak years for him. Then 1988, he was already starting to get good. Yeah, he was Greg Maddux. But Yamamoto was really good in Japan at the same ages, so I still
Mhm.
hold to it. I don't know. I'd like to see. I think he's got that capability to throw the Maddux, to throw the 9 inning shutout with under 100 pitches. I think he could.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, he's definitely gonna get a no-hitter. He's gonna get a shutout. He's gonna have a complete game, at some point of his career.
yep,
And eventually he's gonna win the Cy Young.
yeah. It just needs Skeens to have an off year, get traded to the American League. So a little bit of talk here about Dean, Justin Dean.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be on the when they add 2 more pitchers for the 5-man series. I don't think Dean will be on the roster. But you never know. But I think there's the need the bats.
Yeah.
Let's see, what does Oscar have to say? There seems to be compounding lack of confidence in the bullpen. When you think one guy's turning it around and capable of the role, they melt down. It's really odd. Yeah, it's like no one, even though it's a weird thing to say, leadership out of your bullpen. But in 2023, their bullpen went in the toilet, and Ryan Brazier came in and just was really good. And it's like everyone else got good.
Mhm.
And then last year they had a bad session. And remember, last year also Phillips was missing a lot of time already. But then Kopech came in, and all of a sudden everyone else got better. So maybe here it is. Ready, Oscar? Maybe Roki Sasaki will be that guy. Maybe he is the Michael Kopech, Ryan Brazier. Let's hope so. Let's hope that they go, oh, wait, this skinny little tall giraffe, can go do
Mm.
this, like, even though he's like ready to hyperventilate and have a heart attack on the mound, but yet he goes out and does his thing. Go do it, the rest of you. What is he, 23,
Yep.
24?
23.
And, you got all these other guys with playoff experience and all, and they're all, choking out there. They're not doing their thing.
Who
And
was
so
the
they'll get there.
who was the guy who retired last year? I'm having a brain fart with his name.
Daniel Hudson.
Hudson. I
Yeah.
think Hudson had that
Yeah.
bullpen, fired up, lined up, was the leader out there giving them advice.
Yeah.
And one thing, kind of what I saw from Vesia tonight, right when he was coming off the field, he was doing his, getting all pumped up. I was thinking to myself, I go, wonder if this is going to be that moment that's going to fire the rest of the bullpen up for the rest of the year. Because he came out there and he was fired up and screaming
Mhm.
and yelling. And I think the bullpen's just like going, okay, man, let's do this.
And then what happened after he was all fired up? Roki came in and did his thing.
Hmm.
Yeah. Maybe, if oh man, that turning point's gotta be there somewhere. I mean, it just has to be because there's too much talent in that bullpen
Oh,
to
there is.
not be excellent.
There is, no
Yeah.
doubt about it. Michael Kopech, I've never really had a whole lot of confidence in him. Um, I and honestly, I'm not going to be surprised if we see Brusdar Graterol next in um in the NLDS.
I don't know. Has he really even thrown enough yet, though? I don't think he's faced hitters yet.
Yeah, when I was at the when I was covering the game,
Oh.
their last home game,
Uh-huh.
he threw a bullpen and threw against hitters.
Oh, okay. Good. It'd be nice because he's a guy that throws strikes and gets soft contact.
Mhm.
And hey, now we're competing against Clint. All right. Yay.
You know,
Stay with us, folks. Stay with us, folks.
and maybe Brewstar is gonna be that, that spark for them.
That'd be nice. So Oscar's talk about, and I'm with you on this, Oscar. I think Trinan will be that guy, but he has to make sure he's good. And I think maybe he is, and then because he's also, along with Hudson, he's also a leader. I mean, I've seen that guy out there, when I've been as a fan sometimes, and just really out there with the other guys in the bullpen,
Mhm.
talking and encouraging, protecting them from fans and stuff. He's a real yeah, him and Huddy were great out there, and yeah, there's no reason Trinan can't be that guy.
Mhm.
And I want to see Kyle Hurt too. I think between Brusdar and Kyle Hurt, I think one of them has to be on there over Edgardo. I don't
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, I'm you know me, I'm a huge Kyle Hurt fan, but, I don't know, man. I just don't think he's ready.
yeah, I think yeah, physically, yeah. I mean, that's a tough one. I just think mentally he's more checked in.
Oh,
Um,
mentally, yeah, because 'cause I've seen all of his when he came to Oklahoma,
yeah,
before the end of the season, I seen all of his pitching, he had, like, 1 or 2 really good games, and then he struggled in a few. He was kind of inconsistent, throwing a lot of balls, and his command was off, in quite a few in, like, a few games, so I just
yeah,
I don't wanna see someone like that being pushed,
yeah.
when he's gonna be more valuable next year and have all of the offseason to really hone in on his mechanics and just dial it in.
Yeah, and plus, to be honest, the best shots for him were these last 2 games when they
Yes.
had big leads,
Mhm.
and yeah, and I think, and it was mentioned earlier about the walk. And by the way, Dodger Blue 82 is here. He's not leaving, so that's good. Uh, is gosh, you're up 6 runs or 10 runs or whatever you're at in your walking guys. You can't do that. I'm sorry. You cannot go start walking guys when your leads like that, because all you do is just build momentum for the other team. Let them hit the ball.
Mhm.
Pitch to contact. Yeah, I'm with you, Aaron. Glad Daniel Hudson got a ring in LA after his first stint. Didn't work. All right, I got to tell my Daniel Hudson story from last year.
Mhm.
Some have heard it. I think you've heard it, Mike.
Yeah.
Um, so I was in New York for Game 4 and 5. And if you remember, Game 4, Daniel Hudson gave up that grand slam to that baby Volpe. He always looks like he's crying. Um, and so with and so the next day, you know, my wife and I were wandering. We just every time we wandered, the Dodgers scored. So we didn't go back to our seats after we last wandered. We found the WAGs, the wives and girlfriends. And the reason I saw it is because there was this, very attractive woman, a mom with her kids with a Hudson jersey on, and she was freaked out. She was almost in tears, because she was probably the only person that knew that Daniel Hudson was done. And and remember Trinan. It's like, what do we do after Trinan? We've got nobody. Fortunately, we had Walker Bueller that filled the role, but she was freaking. I remember just stopping and praying for her. I just felt so bad for her. Can you imagine? You know, and most of us are dudes here, so but just imagine
Mhm.
you're Mrs. Hudson, and you know that if your husband comes in and he's probably doesn't have it, and every Dodger fan's gonna hate your husband's guts. And so she was, I'm doing a lot of mind reading, but that's what I think that she was feeling, and I just felt so bad for her, and It's kind of like the last one of the last times I covered a game, and I saw just the swarm of reporters covering Shohei, at post game, and he just didn't look comfortable. And again, I pray for Shohei just about every morning because I just feel there's so much on that man. Oh man, baseball and superstition equals peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, I swear,
That's a
man.
good one.
That's I'm allegedly not superstitious. I'm not supposed to be and all that. But when it comes to baseball, well, you never know.
True.
Like, wait, do I eat or not? Well, they're doing well. Maybe I shouldn't eat. Stupid things like that. Yeah, see, there you go, Aaronetic. Yeah. I mean, Ryan Madsen, who had actually been good up until the World Series, and Doc didn't use him well. But yeah, Ryan Madsen will always be known as that pitcher that was terrible against the Red Sox, and really, in some ways, you go, he had played significant roles in 3 losses, for the Dodgers during that World Series. But yeah, and so I'm just very thankful that Hudson didn't have to pitch with that Tommy John coming up. Remember, he'd already had 2, and
Right.
and it was great that he was able to go out on top. Really cool. I still remember one of the first games. Actually, it was the first regular season game that I covered. Dodgers and Phillies, and Hudson gave up the game-winning stuff, gave game-winning hits. Just wasn't, and to watch him face the music,
Mm-hmm.
with the reporters, like, wow, he was great. He was great about it. I felt really, I there is no way I'm going to ask a question after somebody has, taken the L like that. But so Daniel, what'd you see out there? Those great questions we get from our reporters out there.
Right.
Yeah, I just felt so bad for him, and that was also that first game is the game that, in front of my all-time favorite player, I spilled my tray in the media area right in front of him, and then I did a boo-boo. I mixed up because in the locker room, folks, it's weird. You're allowed to take video, but you're not allowed to take a still. I just had it in my head, and my head never registered that. So I'm thinking, oh, I can take a picture. He's right there. It was for Chris Taylor. He's right there. I'll just take that picture. And I got in trouble. And that was when I still worked for Dodgers Nation. So Gary Lee heard about it, and Clint heard about it. Like, oh man. Good times, man.
Oh, always.
I always find a way to screw up in the lock or in something like that. I always have to be careful. Yeah, one time I got yelled at for speaking to when I was interviewing River Ryan, because they were Kirsch was right over on the other side, and I got pulled aside. Why are you talking so loud? It's Kirsch. Oh, sorry. I also just wanted to interview River Ryan.
Right.
Oh man. Okay, Phillies.
Phillies.
We got our pitching. Pitching's going to be, like Ohtani, Snell, Yamamoto, Glasnow, Ohtani. That's the way it kind of lines up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Phillies. Oh man, I'm just trying to look at what are they rolling with these days? What the heck? Well, like one of their last games, it was their last game of the season. They went with Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Brandon Marsh. Cut your frickin' hair, you greasy slime ball. Nick Castellanos, Mac Kepler, Bryson Stott, and Rafael Marchand. That was the guy that hit that home run off Trinan. It's like, I can never hit anything. And then he hits a home run off our bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, Showtime wants to talk a little minors. You know Showtime, that's our guy.
Yeah.
You guys think Hope and JDP spend all year in Tulsa? What do you think, Mike?
I think Zaire Hope does, and I think all depends on what Oklahoma does.
Hmm.
With their outfielders. If they have an opening, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets moved up to Oklahoma. And I kind of see Morales going to Great Lakes
Yeah.
also, along with a few others. A couple of the
Yeah.
pitchers.
Here's how the Phillies might line up with their pitching: Sanchez, Suarez, Luzardo, all three lefties, and then Nola, or it could be Bueller. Um, yeah, but they're going to go for sure with those first two lefties, Sanchez and Suarez. Those guys are good,
Mhm.
but I think I'm confident. We got to them last time. The only reason we lost any of those games to the Phillies is because our bullpen, did the bullpen. But they got to Sanchez and Suarez. They definitely got to Luzardo. They actually won that game. So
Well, I mean, like I said in our last get together, Dodgers are a totally different team than they were when they played the Phillies.
mhm.
Mookie Betts is consistent. Freddie Freeman is hitting. Teoscar Hernandez is hitting. Kike's, starting to, catch fire. I think Muncie's gonna, get back on track. And, our starting pitching is, incredible. I think better than theirs.
Yeah,
So I I I think it's gonna be a close series, but I'm not gonna be surprised if the Dodgers take it in 4.
man, they get in 4, it sets us up so well for the NLCS. Oh, man. But, yeah, I'm with you, and I'm looking at this, I'm going, "I like our lineup better." I know
Mhm.
well, here's a different lineup where they lined it up differently. They went Bader, Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Marsh, Realmuto, Castellanos, Stott, and Sosa. They was what's his name? Um, Trey Turner wasn't in the lineup, but yeah, um, yeah, I think that why not? I mean, it's Bader's been really good. I just don't,
Mhm.
I just don't think that's going to continue. Schwarber, he's going to get his. Harper, he's going to get his. It's keeping Bohm, Marsh, Stott, that other catcher, Kepler. It's keeping those guys from doing the damage.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna get in each game, I think there's gonna be at least one home run hit by a Philly, and it better be Schwarber or Harper and not the clown the guys that hit 2 home runs all year.
I you know, I don't know what it is, but I think out of all the starting pitchers, I'm more worried about Glass now against the Phillies
Me
than
too.
any of the other ones.
Well, yeah, and one of the reasons, to be honest, is, what we saw with him in that game in Philly where he melted down. Now I know it was rainy.
Mhm.
Showtime LA. The bane of Tim's existence, the weird last names and the MILB website. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then Showtime's still talking. So unless they're traded 2026, will likely be tails last year with those two coming. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about next year, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some certain people traded. Um, maybe it's not next year, but the year after, needing some money here and there. Um,
In my opinion, I think Quintero is better than Zaire Hope, and in my opinion, I think Zaire Hope gets traded.
hmm. I mean, you can't keep them all. I mean, I'd like to keep them all, but they have to, and that's the thing. They have to go make that judgment, right?
Mhm.
And because now they could go, oh, we're going to trade the worst one. I have no idea who the worst one is, but the worst one doesn't get you the better talent. So you got to go, well, here's the what am I getting back versus the talent? Because the better the talent, then you get a better shot at better players. Um, so it could be hope because maybe that's what people want because the tools and everything like that.
And I don't see Kendall George staying around too much longer either.
I'm interested more now in him just because he seemed to really, seem to improve so much at the end of, the last half of
Oh,
the
he
year.
improved greatly. He
And yeah, so the question for him will be, well, that's really, do the Dodgers think he's got a future?
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. I
Yeah.
don't think, they think that. And I like all of these guys. I
Yeah.
wish they would all get a shot and get up there and play, but that's not the way this organization thinks. And they're just gonna. It, I I just think that those two guys. I don't think they'll be around next year.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Can't keep them all.
No,
And it's not fair. And it's not fair.
no,
But we've seen that, Ryan Ward, speaking of not fair.
yeah.
Congratulations, Ryan Ward, by the way. PCL Player of the Year, great year. Man, I hope you land on your feet and get a real opportunity. Man, it's just that's been one of the most frustrating things. It's just when you just look at merit, he deserved it. Now,
Oh,
maybe
definitely.
maybe the Dodgers do think he's a quad A player. Okay, but let him at least give a shot. You could have given him a shot. Just to go, hey, come on up for a couple weeks. You're gonna pinch hit a little bit. You might get a start or two. Just see, just who knows? But it's like the buried his value. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but again, no one picked him up in the Rule 5, but he'll be a free agent this year, which is good. I'm glad I think him and Cody Hosier are free agents. They need to
Yeah,
move on. I'm sure there's others I'm not thinking of. Um,
I think Gauthier is too.
no, he's still got a couple more years
Does
actually
he?
of control. Yeah, 22. Yeah, he's got 2 more years. Um, and then which kind of sucks for him,
Yeah.
because he's a 4-year college guy. And he just doesn't max out. But hopefully he gets drafted. It sucks for that. It just
We just got so many good young kids right now. They're gonna have to, move some people out to give them
Mhm.
a shot.
Yeah. I think I mean you watch it closer than most of us. You and probably Showtime. Just going the badness that was at Tulsa for some points, and then at OKC also. I mean, it just seems those cupboards were pretty bare. Um, but some of it is moving up some of their pitchers quicker than we probably thought in 2023 and 2024
Mm-hmm.
because of all the injuries. Um, and then of course Rushing came up, Freeland came up. Um, I I was impressed with Freeland. I was more impressed than I expected to be, and it was also because it's like, wow, this guy's playing defense really well at second and third. Looked really good. Had some good at bats here and there. But I think hopefully I think he at least stamped himself at a lowest, the lowest tier for him is a pretty darn decent utility player.
Mm-hmm.
But there's probably hopefully there's more.
Oh, I think there's more out of him.
I just
You know, I
yeah.
it's just I get the loyalty part. I see Muncy coming back.
Mhm.
Even though he's been hurt the whole time, and I don't know. I think the Dodgers are going to have to do something because of the age of of the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they need some youth in there.
Yeah, that's why I said a little bit about don't be surprised if some people are traded. Um, I'm not gonna say any names right now because I'll say it. We'll say it after the season's over.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you got a lot of age there, and I think Freeland should be on the roster next year from the beginning. Whether he plays, starts, or just becomes the new Miggy Rowe, playing some type of role like that. Because I don't know if both Kike and Miggy Rowe come back next year. We'll see. But it's just, you got to let that guy play, and then we got to figure out what. Yeah, this is true. It's a steal. You just have, for Muncie, you have to do that because it's so cheap. Because if they don't do that, every team's going to go, oh, what, 10 million? I'm going to sign him. I don't care if I got Manny Machado at third. I'm going to sign this guy and play him somewhere, and he'll kill us. But yeah, for 10 million for a guy that's, just say he plays 80 games, I think it's worth it. And then Freeland can play a lot of those other games, and that helps him break in. I think. I don't know how long Mookie's going to be a starting shortstop, despite his success this year, because he's going to be 33. I think he just turned 33. So Mookie's not getting any younger, and I still see him at second. And so, who knows what Freeland's future will be, but there's also, what's his name? Bo Bichette's a free agent. That'll be interesting. I don't know if the Dodgers will play in that area, but I just you wonder what does Mookie want to do? Does he want to go, hey, I did it, been there, done that, got my Gold Glove, hopefully, which would be really cool. I mean,
that would be cool.
Gold Gloves don't mean that much anymore, but they never really have. It's been by reputation. But just if Mookie gets that, it would be really cool to go, oh, he started out as a Gold Glove right fielder, and then at the age of 32, he became a Gold Glove shortstop.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's crazy.
It is. And that shows the remarkability of him. And he finally admitted it, that all that weight loss impacted him a lot longer than he ever let on.
Yeah.
And so I said it the whole time. Jeff Spiegel said it the whole time. It's like this is so obvious. You lose 30 pounds or 25 or whatever, half that's muscle. And muscle doesn't just come back. So, you got a weakened Mookie. Now he's strong. He's, 3 doubles tonight, driving the ball, just attacking. Man, looking good.
Yeah, he is looking good.
Yep. More Papa Freeland and similar defense. Compared to who? I'm guessing Rojas, maybe. Yeah. And we'll see. I don't know if Miggy wants to do it because he really is having a good year. But man, I'd love to see him on the coaching staff next year. Or maybe here's what I would do. Take Coach Shoemaker. You put him on the major league staff for 1 year, and have Miggy Rowe be the, what are they called? The buzzer beaters or the buzzer towers or whatever they are.
Yeah.
I kind of actually like it. I got to buy one of those hats. What are they? Tower buzzers?
Tower buzzers.
Yeah. Make him the manager there. He starts learning because, Doc will be the manager as long as he wants to, but, Miggy's not even 40 yet. And I'd like to see, no shade on Doc. He's done a pretty darn good job considering he came in with literally 1 game of major league experience, that 1 game with the Padres. But I like a guy to go and actually earn it a little bit in the minors and prove that he can do it. This like this Brett Boone, whichever Boone that is, the Yankees have. He's so unimpressive to me as a manager. I mean, he sits there and grimaces, and I'm sure he's good with the players, but man, I like the jerseys for the new affiliate. Yeah, no, they look good. They I think everything they're doing is
they're nice.
They're on the right tracks. Make sure you treat your media people well.
Right.
Yeah, that was one of the complaints. They need to make sure that they are treating non-TikTok people well. They got to do better. They got to do well with that. Let's see. I'm going to look at the Phillies a little bit more here. Bullpen Duran. I am not worried about Duran. I think the Dodgers can beat him. I think he's gonna. I think the big stage is gonna be different for some of these guys. That's the thing. Is you go in you go and trade a lot of players for a guy like Duran, and then it's top of the ninth or bottom of the ninth. He's at Dodger Stadium, tie ball game. Shohei's coming up, and then Mookie, then Freddie. What does he do in his pants? I don't know.
What game does Ohtani pitch in?
It looks like game one. In fact, I saw it. It was announced.
Oh, was it?
Doc announced it. So, and that cool. It's in Philly though. So that'll be a nice little challenge for him. So that means, well, he needs to hit a home run. So because he lead off, right? Hit the home run, go back to the dugout and take a break, versus hit a single, steal second, and then beat out a tight throw at home and then go pitch.
Still seconds, still third.
I know.
Squeeze play just to get him home.
Exactly, man. It's like, yeah, just hit a home run. That's preferred. I guess no leadoff hitter has hit 2 leadoff home runs in a postseason. Yeah, for leading off the game. So Shohei's got a chance to do that since he's already got one. And let's see. So I wonder what they're doing. So against righties, it looks like Trey Turner is going to probably bat first. I'm just going by what they did against the Twins in the last game of the season. Turner, then Schwarber, Harper, Bohm. Come on. Yeah, the lineup doesn't impress me as much as I thought it would. I mean, Bohm's OPS is 740. He's batting fourth. Ryumuto, he had a down year. Still a really good athlete, but he's 34. Can you believe that? You guys are getting old before our eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, Clayton Kershaw's retiring. I still can't believe it. Yeah. So we could beat the Phillies, and I still, gun to the head, I think Dodgers the best team in baseball right now, even with a crappy bullpen.
They have probable pitchers Ohtani and Sanchez.
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Christopher Sanchez, 13-5. Man, he had a really good year, but now you got to go do it in the big time. Yeah, he was 13-5 and 202 innings, 212 strikeouts, 106 WHIP. But I thought we did good against him. I'm pulling up the game log. At LA, yeah, he went okay. He did okay. He was 7 innings but 4 runs. So, all right, Showtime LA is heading out. Thanks for making us talk about the minors. We appreciate it. We need that. Need to keep that going, and we're going to be covering the minors a lot once the playoffs are done. Once the parade's done, we'll get back to the minors.
Well, I'll be in the AFL in a couple of weeks, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so get ready for content from Mike in Arizona. I forgot about that. That's good. So we'll who do we got now out there? Do you remember?
Oh man, who went? Good Lord. DePaula went. A bunch of Quakes went. I think there was like 3 or 4 of them. There's like 11 total.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to bring it up again.
Yeah, I'm trying to take a look here. Oh, here we go. I got the fall league here. Well, yeah, they do. Oh gosh, darn these kids.
They don't have their rosters posted yet.
They just do stupid stuff like, oh, let's just put the, they don't show the rosters very well. Stupid people. Well, here we go. Maybe got some over here. Padres, Doyers. Okay, DePaula. At least this is what it was. Peyton Martin, Chang,
Yep.
Jacob Wright,
Yep.
Justin Chambers,
Mhm.
Galeese. I'm glad to see that. My old friend Make a Sandwich, Makarowicz, Nico Perez, and Logan Wagner.
Yeah.
Logan Wagner, that's that one guy that you just go, I want to see him healthy and put on a show.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been a lot. He's been more time hurt than anything.
He's done pretty good though. He did
Yeah,
he did pretty good in Great Lakes.
yeah. I just want to. I'd like to see him play third. I don't care to see him at first. First base will be the easiest thing to cover.
Mhm.
Right now we got Freddie, so we're still okay with that. We got him for at least 2 more years. That's good. That's a really good group.
Yeah. I think it's the biggest group that they've had in a while.
Yeah, it does seem like it, huh?
Mhm.
I think Makarowicz, man, when he was at Rancho, that dude was just nailing it.
Because it
And
was just God, who was it? It was DePaula and like
it
two
seemed
others,
like
two others last year.
yeah, it wasn't that many.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Hope was there. Yeah, Hope was there because remember he hit like a couple
Oh
bombs.
yeah, no, that's what I meant was Zaire Hope last year
Yeah,
and like two others. DePaula's this year.
yeah. Well, it's so I'm going to kind of go back to Showtime's question from before. I think, well, I have my bias, but man, I don't want to see, DePaula any more than half a season at Tulsa. I want him up, push that guy,
Yeah.
and I don't mind pushing Hope either. But I think really you got to push DePaula. Man, there's so much talent in there.
Oh, there is. There is.
Yeah, I just want to see it. I want to see if he pushes. I like what might happen with him. I just big fan, big fan of what he can do.
Super nice kid too.
I know. Still calls me sir. Unlike a certain relief pitcher who sucked yesterday, the big time me the last time I was out there.
Right.
Couldn't believe that, dude. I introduced everybody to that dude, and he goes in big times me. Hopefully, he just was having a bad day. That's I swear, I was covering Miggy Vargas, right, 2019. Every time I'd see that guy, he'd always come over,
Yep.
shake my hand, give me a hug. Duran, dude, I love that guy. I hope we get him back somehow. I know he made his debut and got sent back down, but guys like that, man. Michael Grove, politest dude you could ever want.
Mhm.
Wonder how he's gonna do. Can remember how fast they pushed him up.
Quick.
Yeah. Yeah. He had some success, but just not enough. Great guy though. I hope he of course like with the gluttony of outfielders, it's just some of these guys they've been kind of pushed off
Mhm.
in terms of the depth. They're just not going to I didn't even, I just seen on X, they actually had Champagne today, I guess, for a wild card.
Yes, I did.
I was kind of hoping they just go and go, you know what? Here's a toast. We're done. and just go, we're good. We'll celebrate a little bit later, but um goodness gracious, all this champagne. Ugh. No, it's yeah. Dang man. Well, it was last year I went to every clinch game. This year I didn't go. So that's kind of wish I was there tonight,
Mhm.
but it would have been a really foolish thing to do.
Tickets are expensive.
And I'm just tired. So freaking tired. So out of whack still. Um,
We got to see if we can get into the NLDS.
Oh, so for the NLDS and the wild card, I found it on the bottom of something. They will they only gave it to let me pull up the email real quick. And then wild card. They actually they already had it all set up. So what they did, and they didn't tell us, but media with 2025 seasonal credentials, Baseball Writers of America, and universal credentials are clear to attend. That was it. So only them. So we didn't even have a shot. Yeah, I read that at the bottom like this morning or something like that. Yeah. Oh well, but yeah, we were able to apply for NLCS and World Series. Weird.
Yeah.
So weird. Well, that's what they do to us. Yep.
All
I
good.
was in the Bronx last year. I was, and I was freaking out right around when the fifth inning started. Going, are you kidding me? I paid $1,500 for tickets to watch them to pitch a bullpen game and get the crap kicked out of them, and I paid another $1,500 just for the seats for me and my wife to have them get beat and have to go to a game 6 plus the plane tickets and all. It was $5,000. That was like, and it was kind of the unexpected $5,000 because I thought it'd be going, if I went, I thought I'd be going by myself and just kind of roughing it. But wife comes along, I'm not roughing it with her. You got to take care of her.
Yeah.
So that added, way more than double the cost. But I'm glad she went. She had a great time. We got to slap fives with Mookie's mom, and Walker Bueller's mom comes up to us and just yells in our face, goes, "I'm Walker Bueller's mother." Really cool. So darn cool. Yeah. So those are great memories. Just being out at the Bronx till 1 a.m. at the field and stuff. Folks, if you have a chance, just go. Like they say, buy the tickets. If you have a chance to go watch some Clemson World Series, go. And if you have a chance to go to the parade or whatever, go. I know the stadium last year was really rough to get into. I was going to try to fly my son out, but I couldn't even get tickets for the stadium. So I just said, I'll just get a media pass for myself. Yeah. But yeah, you get the tickets, folks. Go as many times as you can. I guess there's plenty of tickets available for the wild card, like for $40 or $50.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't a good look. We had a lot of empty seats in both those games. I know, but it's wild card. I mean, I get it. A wild card. We expect more. I have a feeling that even some of the NLCS will, or the NLDS won't sell out. I just don't think so. Except maybe, no, Shohei will not even pitch at Dodger Stadium in this series because he'll go game 1 in Philly and then game 5's back in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be Yamamoto and Glasnow on the home field. I guess that's good because isn't Yamamoto a lot better at Dodger Stadium?
He's pretty good on the road.
Yeah. I thought he was really like better. Tickets, oh wow, tickets are around $40. Whoops, where's that? Yeah, I was live at the stadium with the whole Bueller thing when he was doing his thing. I was trying to, it was just really tough to see anything. So my wife just heard. But yeah, it was that was a great experience. But there's no reason that this Dodger team can't do it again. Last year they made the starting pitching work. This year they have to make the relievers work. And I think actually there's more potential that with the relievers this year than the starters of last year.
Yeah.
Bare bones. We literally had 3 starters. And it was possible that Tony Gonsolin might have had to may have had to come out, to pitch like game 6 or game 7.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a nightmare.
It was.
Whew.
They made it work, though.
Yep. No reason they can't do it again.
I think they'll make this work too.
Yeah.
They'll figure things out for the bullpen on who they're going to use and key positions, and I think Sasaki has opened up a new avenue for them
Yeah.
with his performance. I think Sheen will come in a little bit more confident and be able to throw the way he knows how to throw, and I think Robleski's going to shine also. I think Vesia is going to turn it up and get things going, and I think Triton's going to too.
Yeah. Well, and it was kind of interesting where, Sheehan got the hitter to 1 and 2 and he pulled him.
Yeah.
He was just like, "No, I don't like what I see." And I guess he did put hands on him like he did with Trinan, and because he wasn't, I don't know if he was really going to pull, if he was positive he was going to pull him out, but he did after he put hands on him.
Yep.
And maybe just thought, hey, he doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
So you just got to do what you got to do. It's playoffs.
Rushing took one of his balls to the seats to pregame
Oh, last week.
today.
Sheehan?
Yeah.
He pitched. He threw the pregame too.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. That wouldn't be good. No wonder he wouldn't be good. That's an up down. I mean, that's a big up down.
Yeah. Rushing took him yard.
Huh? I was hoping Rushing at least get an at bat.
Me too.
Just
I thought he was going to catch tonight.
Yeah, I kind of thought so too. I thought it might happen, but I think they've the pitchers seem to really prefer Benny Rowe, at least for now. I thought there was one. Oh no, I was thinking of Padres. Pavetta didn't really pitch that Freddie Fermin guy much at all, but did well yesterday against him. Then I got to give Schilt credit. He managed a good game today. He took out, the Cubs were threatening. 4th inning, I think it was. He took out Dylan Cease, who hadn't given up a run yet, surprisingly, and brought in Morihone. Thing is, his bullpen is toast, but you got to win. You had to win, and you hope you figure it out tomorrow. But yeah, it was good. That was really good managing because Morihone's really, he's really good.
Going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow with the Cubs and Padres and Cincinnati and Detroit, or not Cincinnati,
Cleveland, yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I love it. Playoff baseball, man. All in. Let's go. I mean, geez.
Even New York and Boston, because they're all tied up too.
Yep. So yeah, I think
Dodgers are the only one that swept.
Yep. It's really nice to have that extra day. It makes it so much more. You're still kind of on we're playing baseball, but you also get that proper travel day.
Yep.
Full travel day and I'm sure they're probably going to fly out in the morning. They'll probably even go to the park tomorrow night, and then they'll have their regular workout on Friday. They'll be ready to go. Whoever's got, hopefully Edmonds owies get better. And yeah, and maybe Will Smith. That's the big one, right?
Yep.
Because that's going to determine, I think, if Dalton's on the roster.
I'll actually be surprised if we don't see Will Smith.
I think you're right. Yeah, oh man, I don't want to see that guy get further hurt, but it's one of those things, I guess, where you go, well, we got to try him sometime. And really, this is the toughest, in my opinion, the toughest series they're going to have.
Yeah.
So get your best guys out there. And the thing is, if he hurts himself, if it gets worse, hurts again, they can they can take him off the roster and replace him. The thing is, he's not eligible for the next series.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to win this one, and then worry about tomorrow later. Um, yeah, I just wonder, can he play defense? Because I like the idea of how they had 3 catchers, but I think in the 5-game series you have to carry the 13 pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well,
Gonna
one
be
of them won't be Edgardo.
interesting.
Oh man, Doc really crapped on him. I mean, remember that guy's in the doghouse anyway.
Oh, definitely.
Whatever happened with the see, no Ortega, Jennifer. Wait, Dodgers only struck out 3 times. Oh, that's good. Good catch. That is good. Oh well, Littell. First of all, he isn't a strikeout guy, but even against Lodolo and all that, yeah, that's good. You may, man, you go. I think you go in playoff games and you only strike out 3 times. I think you're going to win a lot of baseball games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, Cardo has fallen really hard from the trust tree. Yeah, Doc just, I think he just kind of announced that last night, but just his comments and
Well, I mean, actually, I'm not really surprised about Enriquez. I mean, that's just the way he's been all year.
yeah,
You know, when he went back to Tulsa and he was doing his rehab stuff, he was super good for a game. Then he sucked for like 2 games, and he came back and he was really good. And then he sucked for another 2 games, and his command was everywhere. He's throwing 101, 102, and it's like almost taking the heads off of people, and it's just
scary.
crazy. And he's one guy that I've always thought that was brought up way too early.
Yeah, no, it's there's a plan. That
Mhm.
was the plan all year last year. Hey, we'll read you this, man. Yoshinobu Yamamoto last 6 starts, 40.2 innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, .66 ERA,
Mhm.
.69 WHIP. Are you kidding me? Money well spent.
Oh yeah,
Gosh, I just can't. He's just so good.
he is
And
good.
I do, I mean, I love Shohei and everything. If someone says who do you want to watch pitch, it's Yamamoto.
I
I
mean,
yeah,
I'm biased. I think Yamamoto is a better pitcher than Ohtani.
I think so too. I it's clear so far. But I'll tell I'm not. I think we're in good hands with Otani.
Yeah,
But it's just the concern about how much rest does he need in between starts. How long can he go? Because I just don't want to see this. Otani throws 5 innings, 6 innings of 1 hit, no hit ball, and then we lose because blah 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 came in because in the 6th or 7th because Shohei couldn't go any further. It was I know Yamamoto lost those like I said 15 plus pitches on that error from Teo. Um, but the fact that was it 111 pitches for 6.2 innings. That's a lot of pitches for him. And he only
yeah,
walked 2.
and they were the last 2 that he faced.
Yeah, that's right.
He
Yeah,
didn't.
he just kind of had lost it.
So I mean, and to think, he spent going through this whole year with very little to no run support, also, and bad defensive play.
Yeah. Yeah, he got a lot of that, didn't he?
I think I tweeted out, his last, God, when was it? I think it was before the All-Star break, or it was just right after. His last 6 starts, he had a total of 3 runs. in run support
Yeah.
total.
Yeah. 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 Amazing. Like, well, he just has to inherit the Kershaw role, right? I mean, Kershaw should have at least 50 more victories in his career,
Mhm.
in my opinion.
To be honest, no Ortega. I thought Yamamoto was gonna go, a full 7, and Sasaki was gonna follow him. That's what I thought
Mm.
was gonna happen today.
Mm. Well, and it was mentioned, I think it was by Doc, that Sasaki was definitely considered for multiple innings. So,
Mhm.
yeah, if he could be effective like that, why not? It'll be, oh man, it was fun. That was fun to watch. That was
Was.
really fun to watch. That was,
Good win. Good win. Good win.
yeah, yep,
You're tired. We should end it.
yep. I am tired. I'm really pooped. Yeah, 10:40 already. Fudge. I just I did a live and drive this morning, starting at like 5 a.m.
Mhm.
I do my 20-minute drive to work. I'm about to pull into the building, and I'm like, no badge.
Mm.
Back home
Had
because
to go back home.
yeah, I'm like, oh, jeez, it was a long day. All right, well, cool, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us.
Hope I can get this camera thing figured out next
Yeah,
time.
I know. That's kind of weird, huh? Let's see what I got. Oh, I was gonna see. You wish. Yeah, I don't see Ohtani closing anything out, but you never know. We saw Walker Buehler close out a game last year,
Mhm.
and Doc will do what has to be done. That's what we see it in the playoff. During the regular season, we're going, that doesn't seem like the best call, but a lot of it's just to go, hey, I have 162 games to get ready for the playoffs. And I
I
think that's the mentality.
I see a scenario like that if they go back to the World Series, the last game of the World Series.
Yes,
I see that scenario happening.
but I really want Clayton Kershaw to clinch the World Series on the mound.
Right?
I think I would just get very, very tearful. That would just be too much, but I would love to see that. I don't care if it's 10-0, they're up. I would love to see Kersh get that final out.
Yep.
I just wanna see that guy go out well. That's my one worry that I have, is that Kershaw has a bad postseason, because I just, he already has enough of that on his record. So, let's see who's this here. See you all on Saturday after Connie smokes the Phils. Let's hope so. All right, folks. We're gonna end this thing before I fall asleep in my chair because I'm tired. I'm hard. Anything else, Mike?
I'm good.
All right. Well, as always, thanks everybody, and we appreciate you. And we will be back. I don't know when we'll be back sometime soon.
Yes.
It's playoff baseball, and so you never know. I'll probably do a live and drive on Friday morning, and because we'll know more by then about things. But maybe we should think about,
Doing a pregame on Saturday.
yeah. My wife wants to do something. I'll figure out what time that's at. But yeah, I think I'd like to, especially when the roster and the lineup comes out. I think that's always a fun
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
and it's always a good time to whine or just be surprised because this Conforto being off and Justin Dean being on was surprising. Bonda being off was surprising.
Yes.
So, yeah. All right, cool. Well, as always, folks, ready for it? God
Yep.
bless.
And go Dodgers.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a good evening.